Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Survival Stories 3. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing good. It's soon Christmas time, isn't it? It's very close to Christmas now. I'm getting excited. I'm starting to feel that Christmassy mood, I suppose. It's gonna be great. I love Christmas, I really do. Not sure if I think I said in the last episode, I'm not sure if I'll have any Christmassy thing on my channel at this moment though, because I'm a little bit bad on videos at the moment. Anyway, let's head over to the factory. Let's actually bring... I'm cooking up some clay. I've been collecting some clay and I realized that we need to... 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello? Thank you. I think that we need to... get some kind of brick production going as well, because clay is very annoying to collect, and we're gonna need a lot of it. Alright, so let me show you. I've done some stuff, alright? Thank you, by the way, so much for the love and the understanding in the last video. There was a 5-day break in my YouTube channel. There's never been a 5-day break in my YouTube channel before. I felt terrible, but and I missed you guys to death. So reading the comments, coming back to it, you know, seeing the likes means everything. So keep it up. Thank you so much for that. I've done some work. I was talking about putting a platform here for coke coal furnace, and I put this up, and I think this is the look that I'm looking for. It's looking pretty good, and I want to tell you about something that I figured out earlier. I can't remember when it was, but I was playing with Rendog and Stress Monster from Kingdom Craft. We're having some laughs in that, and Stress Monster taught me something about skyline control that was really interesting. When I worked with Skyline, I've been talking about Skyline a lot. I've been telling you, like, make sure that you have a skyline that looks interesting. We have it over here. But what's also important, I usually look at it from just one angle, and then I can see whether or not it's, you know, whether or not it's good. But Stress Monster did this. She went and she looked at things, and this was in another world. She went and she looked at things from underneath and tried to find if things were blocking each other. And I suppose that's how you really check skylines. I just didn't know. So, got that going now, and I built this, and I think it works out with a proper skyline checking. And I like it. I did have to dig in a little bit to the mountain, as you can see, and I'm kind of thinking that this is not necessarily a bad thing. I wanted to do so that it looks like we have some kind of industrial structuring holding up the mountain, if that makes sense. And I think this is a way to do it. Maybe not exactly this. Maybe I want to reinforce it a little bit, but I think that could be pretty cool. Right. Today, though, I've also put up a structure here, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We ain't going to be doing the coal coke furnace today. I've realized that I'm slowly but surely doing the same mistake as I was last season, where we didn't really have a base. We just had a lot of, like, random stuff everywhere. And I still want that base. I talked about that in the beginning of the series. We need a place where we can live, and I want it to be in this factory area. So, what would a resident place look like? I've been thinking about. What would a resident place look like? Where would I live if I were the manager and worker here? Well, I'm not really sure, but I've been thinking about a huge kind of industrial building, apartment building, where I will be taking up all the different apartments, because I don't have custom NPCs, and because you're not welcome to live here, okay? This is my place. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, you're welcome. You can come any day. So we're going to do that today. We're going to try and make a building that fits the whole industrial, steampunky. It's not really steampunky at the moment, but it will be once we start adding details. But that's big enough to kind of fit all our stuff. And what I'm thinking then is, this building looks huge, but it's not going to be... Like, you have to think about it. I want to fit all of the stuff in here. I want to fit all the generic stuff that we're going to need. Like a little smelter room for ease, pulverization, just manual stuff. And I want to fit an A system in here eventually. So it's going to need to be rather huge. And I think this is absolutely the bottom or the smallest shape that we can do and make this work. And just to explain, this here then that will solely be for the concrete, right? So we'll have a lot of buildings here, which I really look forward to. That'll solely be for the concrete creation, that part there. And then we have another building there, which we can do with something. And I think we're going to make maybe... I was thinking about a small power plant for just the concrete there. We may do that. A lot of people have been saying, Iscal, please, Iscal, build a power plant this season. Jeez, I suck. Please build a power plant this season, and we will. We will have a large power plant here as well. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking 2 layers, right? And it's really tough to walk on concrete still. In the next update, it won't. In 1.0.2, which may actually be out by the time you watch this video. Hello! Maybe out already. Then the concrete thing is already fixed. But I think we're going to go with... See if I can walk here. We're going to bring this out with this wet and weathered concrete, and then we're gonna go with the brick. And what I usually do now is that I just use one of them, so I'm gonna use this, and then I go and switch that out later, because otherwise it takes forever to place. And I want to have exactly like I have here, and this is how we keep uniform, right? Because we have the hanger, that's a different style, but it connects with this, with the concrete, and it disconnects with the black sort of metal-y bars. And then we have this thing that just breaches off of the metal bars there. Now we're going back and doing this style again. So that's how I like to see uniformation going. This is going to be a little bit tricky to build though, because it's so tall up. But yeah, we'll have a bricky section here. I'll place most of this off camera, I guess. And then down here, I kind of... we're going to probably... Do I have my builder's wand? Where? There you are. Good. We have one weapon case to open today as well. Hello! Excited about that. Someone said in the comments that, Iscal, seriously, you gotta stop saying, come on, when you open weapon cases. That's not how it works. You have to say legendary. So I guess we'll try that today, and hopefully we'll get a shadow legendary off of that weapon case. That would be nice. Okay, so I'm thinking that's gonna we're gonna have to be really careful with the details and stuff. But really, what I want to do here is have my quarters, Iscal's quarters, being the full top floor. You have to kind of envision it like that, right? That'll be the full Iscal floor on the top, and then on the bottom, I kind of want to have wind eyes as well. But it's still gonna be the base building. So I guess it will look kind of like this, won't it? It's gonna look kind of like that, yeah. But we'll make it stand out a little bit. And I really want to get this building up, not only because of the base fact, but when we get this building up, we kind of have a beginning net of this area, and we can start connecting it with roads and stuff. And I always think that when you build like a city, or when you build something that's plural or plenty of buildings, then it's not until you install the roads that you see that it works, basically. Yeah, this is pretty big. Okay, we have this whole area as well. So I mean, this is nowhere me putting walls up for the area that we're going to be in. We have a lot of space over there as well. We're not going to be able to see it all in the view distance though. But the idea is that we just fill the whole valley with these type of builds. I need more concrete though as well. Dang it. Change already. Okay, I'm gonna change one thing, and I wanted to show you this before I do it in larger scale. I think this is gonna be really cool. I'm bringing this weathered... Is it weathered? What is it called? Doesn't really matter, but it's just called concrete. Okay. I'm bringing out the weathered concrete. I know that it was called that before anyway. I'm bringing out the weathered concrete one more piece here, and that means that we will have from the bottom, we're gonna have 2 out. Yes. Okay, so that's gonna be cool. That's gonna help us a lot with this planiness, because then we can add support columns and pillars and they won't look weird. We can add them like this, and then a wind eye in the middle, maybe possibly of this. So let's just get this boop like so. Yeah. And then we could even add wedges and stuff there. So I think that's really good. We could bring these out as well. Now I'm going into the detail already, but I really don't like that they do this though. So we may have to be sneaky here and like, what could we do? Just to break it up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah, that will add depth like crazy without having windows. And then we could have one window there, we could have one there, we could have something bigger in the center. I just want to make sure as well that we think about the interior. You should really build interior first when you place windows. Hello. Windi. But yeah, just a little bit of change. Now I go and do some work off camera. I really got to get busy with this area, and it may actually be a lot of work that I'll do over Christmas when I'm out on my Christmas holiday. I'll speak about that in a bit though, because that's gonna be important for you guys to know. Where's this guy? Hello, is he gone? Is he dead? No, having Christmas. All right, I'll do a little bit more work, and I'll come back to you in a second. Alright, so I have changed my mind a little bit more as I've been working with this building. This is just how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid of change. Change is a good thing in life, usually. It's just that it can be hard some days to see it. But we're gonna change this. I'm thinking I've started it already, you saw it. We're gonna have brick coming down because I think that the concrete was too much. I still want to have concrete though. I still want to mix that in to keep the uniform, but I'm thinking another layer of brick. And what I'm going to be doing here, as you can see, is I'm going to have that brick is one out. So I'm going to go one in with this brick to give a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to make this taller. So I think this is the good height now. Yeah, I'm going to make it taller. I think if you do that, you get another dimension to your builds. So don't worry about doing different heights and stuff. And I guess what we could do here is just bring this down, or do we want to put concrete there? Let's look at that. No, I think that makes most sense. Yeah, because that's the brickage over there. And then we put, do I have wedges? No, I don't. I never had freaking wedges. We can make some though, no worries. We're talking about change. Yes. Embrace change, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you get change. You have to change things that you didn't expect to change. And sometimes you just have to change out concrete for bricks. And that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with it. Don't worry about it. Come here, you. Okay, so let's make some wedges. And we're going to have a look. I still wish that I could fly though. Like, the reason these take so long time, I realized that, you know, we have this big area. We still haven't got it filled with anything. Jeez. But the reason it takes time is because I can't fly. I have to go up and down on one of these things, and it's bothering me. Oops. Come on now. There we go. Put you there. Okay. And we'll come over this way. Jeez. You see what I mean? I can't freaking play Minecraft without flight when I build buildings like this. Okay, is that gonna look... That may actually not be perfect. I saw something there that I didn't like. No, that's good. Okay, that's cool, actually. Yeah. You see it? That's gonna add another dimension. Just those two wedges. That shows you that there's a separation between the depth there. And that's gonna look fantastic, actually. Wow. Come on now. I don't know if you... That little block there made this whole building for me. Alright, I better get busy. I'm gonna place the clay in that now, or the bricks, so that we get that done. I want to work on the interior of this thing as well, but one step at a time. Alright, we're gonna take a look now. I've done some stuff. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna come fly in, try and get that industrial village, town, or industrial area feeling, and the world is not loading in. Crap. Alright, but check it out. I think that looks pretty cool. I've used different depths, so we did the brick over the whole thing, and then I brought out the concrete here in the middle just to give a little bit of dimension difference, because if I would go completely brick, there would be we would be losing out on our dimension. Plus, I'm thinking we should have our IS logo, Iskall Industries logo, Should it be II? I really feel, you know, I'm very aware of where the world is today. It's a crazy world out there. Let's not get too serious with this discussion, but I don't really want to call it IS. No. Let's do double I. That's going to be our logo. Iskall Industries, okay? Cool. We just designed. We designed on a camera. Okay, so I'm thinking, I've been looking again at pictures how these corporate, it's not really corporate, but how these look. Maybe we do, that won't work. God dang it. Okay, go back up. Come on now. Could just, you know, do this as well. It's gonna be so much nicer to have flight though. Let's connect those then, and let's do something like this. And then maybe we'll use, try and use some of this dark concrete here. Just get a little bit of logo. I mean, this will look like double T, won't it? Oh, that's cool though. Oh, I like that. Because it's not obvious that it's a double I, which makes it into a logo. Because logos are not always obvious. They are a bit rare, weird sometimes. You have to look at them and you're like, oh, now I get it. It's always said II. It looks like a 2 though, a Roman 2. But I think that's good. I like that. And see what that did to the building. Come on now. That just brought it to another level. We may change it still. I like it, but I don't love it right now. We'll see if I can grow to love it. All right. I also want to put the wind eyes in and see if we can get that full face feel. So you can see it's just a facade at the moment. But the windows, the way I'm doing this wind eyes is mostly the light gray stained, and then I chisel them, and then I'm gonna leave like a hole somewhere, maybe. That's too big though. That's too big. No, let's just do that, and then let's break you, and I'm gonna put a black or gray one in. Yeah, and then we could break you. Boom. And then let's have a look at that from the outside. Yeah. Come on now, baby. That's epic. Oh, this building is going to look so gorgeous. It's so huge as well. I love it. The headquarters. It's a little bit cheesy though with the logo. I realize that. It's a little bit cheesy, and I really don't know where we kind of enter the building right now at this moment. But we'll figure those things out. Oh yeah, another thing. Well, so I'll put the wind eyes in. Don't worry about it. I love how it's like some construction stuff in the background there in the inside. Another thing I did was these. I think we even did them together. But I did bring. Didn't I bring? I brought wedges. I'm sure. Oh jeez. Okay, I did bring wedges, didn't I? But I missed them somewhere. All right, here we go. Wedges fixed. Boom. And not like that. Hello. Boom. Okay, and this again, take you away, go in with, I'll just go in with some, no, that's terrible, that's freaking terrible. Let's do it right, will you? I will. Okay, like that, and there, it doesn't really matter. And I think I want to leave the 2 in the center untouched, and also we need to figure out, let's just try this. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, so it's even. That's okay. That's okay. I usually do uneven things, and a lot of people usually do uneven things, but for a building that's this grand, it doesn't really matter, and it sometimes could be even better when it's even. Yeah, let's do a 4. That's going to be kind of the entryway from the front. I struggle a little bit with what I should do with the ground here. I don't know if it should be fully grass is the thing. We'll surely not leave it like this, but yeah. No, I like that. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me put the wind eyes in, show you how it looks, and then I think we're going to have to start wrapping up. We'll open the weapon case. We'll say legendary and we'll get the thing. Okay? Be back with you in a second. Alright, the wind eyes are in. I also want to change up some of this brick. So you remember me saying earlier that I start with this because that's going to be the prominent thing. But I also really want to mix in this. And I think it's really important if you use this much brick. I don't know if you spotted it in the video, but it started to get in the video. What am I saying? In the last segment there, it started to get a little bit too ominous, and it started to look. Oops, that's wrong. Hello, come back here. It started to look a little bit too much of a pattern, and I think when things look too much like a pattern, then break it up, texture it. That's what we're doing. But we're just, you know, it's not too much of a difference, but this will make a bigger difference. We'll leave the bottom section, then maybe you can see what I mean. I just realized as well that this may very well be the very last Survival Stories episode for this year. How crazy is that, huh? I'm actually not going to have any videos by the looks of it over Christmas because of that sickness that just now have cleared out. I'm going to be very, very empty on videos, and I'm going on a trip. I'm going to fly down to the Canary Island for a week, and I won't be back until 3rd of January. And it's stressing me a little bit, but I kind of figured, well, you guys will wait. So we'll have to do it that way, unfortunately. But I'm not promising it. Maybe we'll get another video. I don't know. I should have changed that top part though. But yeah, the bricks there are definitely better now, and you can clearly see here that it's too bad. But you know what I see? The windows have too much of the black in them. Yep, way too much. Yeah, that's better. Still maybe a bit too much. So I left a few windows out as well, as you can see. Kind of give that broken up feeling that we definitely need. Oh, but I like this building though. I'm still not sure about the logo. Please, if you have any suggestion, can't you tweet me a picture, do something in creative? That would be fan-friggin-tastic, okay? Now, let's open up the weapon case. We're gonna say legendary, and I trust you that you know that it's gonna turn into a legendary if we do that. So yeah, here we go. Legendary. I probably said that wrong. Oh, come on. Broken. I don't think I've got one before though, a mage blade, but that's just a common one, a blue one. Ugh. Okay, I have to find more of those. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for today, and it maybe also for this year. If so, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll be back in January. Thank you so much for your support and love in this series. Thank you so much for your love and support in this channel. Don't forget to tweet me a logo. I will do the rest of the building off camera, most likely off camera in between episodes. It's gonna look freaking amazing. It's gonna be our headquarters. And now when we kind of turn around, we get to see all the different buildings in the sunset. Oh, it's gorgeous. Come on. I'm starting to get that feeling. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.